We are at visual artist Elmer Borlongan's home and studio in Marikina to learn more about his journey as an artist and what makes a creative genius. Known as one of the most important artists of his generation, Elmer's figurative expressionism depicting the ordinary lives of Filipinos strikes a chord with all audiences. His works, widely sought after in art auctions all over Southeast Asia. Let's get to know the master artist with a quick round of questions. Sketchpad or tablet?
Sketchpad.
Handwritten letters or email?
Handwritten letter.
Vinyl records or Spotify?
Vinyl record.
Mountains or the ocean?
Oceans.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Oil or charcoal?
Oil.
Beer or whiskey?
Beer.
Drama, comedy or action?
Action.
Jazz music or rock?
Rock.
51-year-old Emong, as he's fondly called, looks back on a full life and career, with retrospectives that highlight the evolution of his artistry and celebrate his creative process. These paintings, murals, and drawings that saw the opening of the Metropolitan Museum of Manila last January 2018 show slices of life and various aspects of the Filipino with touches of humor. Emong says this exhibit, marking 25 years of his artistic career, is a dream come true.
Overwhelming kasi hindi ko na-realize na ganito na pala kadami yung output ko. At saka isa pa, ang pakiramdam ko at napakaswerte rin ko rin bilang artist na isa rin ako dun sa mga artist na nakapagpatuloy lang ng mag-create, no? Gumawa ng gumawa.
50 years old ka na rin, no?
Oo,
Last
I
year.
turned 50.
You celebrated also 20 years of marriage.
Yes.
So, ang daming celebrations.
Oo, ito yung mga milestones sa career at saka sa life ko.
What surprised you the most? Siyempre, your art has evolved, but at this point in your life, ano kayo yung pinaka nagawa mo na talagang hindi mo akalain gagawin mo with all the projects you've done?
Yung mga big projects, no, yung mga mural na malalaki, no, kasi nung nag-uumpisa ako as an artist, ano rin ako yung ambitious din ako. So yung nakikita ko dun sa mga works ng mga ibang mga great artists na idol ko, na-inspire din ako sa kanila, na sabi ko, naisip ko sana balang araw makagawa din ako ng mga kagaya ng nagawa nila. At saka yung talagang nag-stick talaga sa memory ng mga tao na lagi nilang naaalala. Habang tumatagal din, gusto ko rin yung nag-explore ako ng mga ibang mga materials. No? I also tried doing digital art. Yan.
So really going with the times.
Yes.
And yung mga themes ng mga art mo, the subjects, sa title nga ng retrospective mo, An Extraordinary Eye for the Ordinary, talagang nakaka-relate yung ordinary Filipino.
Gusto ko kasi yung itong penchant ng mga Filipinos for improvisation, no? Pagka meron kang kakulangan, mag-iisip ka na lang ng alternative, no? So itong mga tow truck, no, ginagamit na rin na pampasahero ng pamilya. Title nito, hindi lang pampamilya, pang-towing pa. Tapos ito naman, yung mga subjects na nasa street. No? Gusto ko kasi mag-paint ng mga ordinary people. No? But at the same time, I inject humor, no? Para rin magkaroon ng hope, no? Dun sa pag-depict ng mga individuals or yung mga marginalized people.
Itong exhibit na ito, this will be considered as his passport in order to become a national artist.
Does that put pressure on you? You hear that? Wow, ini-expect maging national artist. How do you feel about that? Pag narinig mo yan?
Malaking responsibility yun no? Na magkaroon ng ganung status. Pero ang iniisip ko lang talaga kung how to make good art. No? Yung gusto ko lang i-challenge yung sarili ko. Na magawa ko yung gusto kong gawin. No? At saka yung ma-realize ko yung mga dreams ko.
Visual artist Elmer Borlongan gives credit to his father, a Sunday artist, for encouraging him to pursue art.
When I was growing up, wala naman akong idea talaga kung ano yung artist. Kasi sa family namin, si tatay chemist, tapos si nanay naman pharmacist. Tapos sa mga Borlongan, wala ring painter. Na-inspire lang ako dun sa kuya ko, nagdo-drawing sila nung pinsan namin sa bahay. Tapos nainganyo ako, sabi ko, I also want to try making sketches and drawings. So, tapos na-enjoy ko lang kasi kinokopya ko yung mga illustrations at saka yung mga pictures sa books, sa comics, at saka sa mga magazines, ganyan. Pero pinahayaan lang kami ng parents ko, no? Ini-encourage na kami, hindi kami sinasabihan na nag-aaksaya kami ng oras o nag-aaksaya kami ng papel at saka ng lapis, no? Talagang sinuportahan niya lang talaga kami.
Nung maliit lang kasi siya, I noticed him na medyo inclined to become magaling mag-drawing. Actually, ang in-enroll ko kay Mr. Sena, mga 4. At the end of the day, yung 3, ayaw nang bumalik. Ang nauna lang si Elmer. Sinasabi naman ni Mr. Sena na Elmer is medyo iba.
Your father, si Tatay Paski, may favorite word siya, yung pakikibagay or adaptability.
Adaptability.
Anong ibig sabihin? Ano yung lesson na natutunan mo dyan?
May pinakita sa aking litrato ng isang halaman na tumutubo sa yung pile of rocks. Kahit na nandun siya, hindi mo isipin, mabubuhay yung tanim doon, no? Kahit maliit kapirasong lupa lang. Ang lesson na natutunan ko doon na kahit nasaan ka ilugar, no, kaya mong mag-survive.
So it was 11 years old when you had your first formal education with your mentor, si Mr. Sena.
Oo, kasi yung youngest sister nung father ko, nakita niya kami, nagdo-drawing kami. Tapos sabi niya, pinakilala niya kami kay Mr. Sena kung gusto daw namin mag-aral sa kanya. Kung nag-aral ako sa kanya at age 11, kasama ko pa yung 2 kong mas batang kapatid.
Usually sa art class, ginagaya mo lang talaga.
Oo.
So what did Fernando Sena really teach you? Ano yung paano siya nag-inspire sa inyo?
Oo. Tinuro niya talaga yung foundation ng basic drawing and painting, no? At saka isa pa, ang method kasi ng teaching ni Mr. Sena, hindi siya masyadong into yung children's art. So nung nagle-lesson kami sa kanya, we were just like taking fine arts in college.
Una niyang pasok sa klase ko, wala siyang materials. Walang papel. Ang una niyang pinagamit ko sa kanya, yung likod ng poster ng Children's Museum and Library Incorporated. Yung unang drawing niya doon sa klase ko, yung nude. May nude model. Kaya nung nakita ko siyang mag-drawing ng nude, sabi ko, ang galing tong batang to. Kaya nga minsan, wala siyang gamit, yung mga pastel na nahuhulog, kinukuha niya yun, drawing siya. Saka siya hindi tumatayo sa upuan. Talagang pag meron siyang gustong matutunan, talagang gustuhin niyang tapusin. And he always aimed for perfection and completion of work.
Doon kasi sa classroom namin, katabi ng library, hugutin ni Mr. Sena yung mga encyclopedia, tapos papakita niya sa akin yung mga works ng mga favorite Dutch painters, na kagaya nila Rembrandt, nila Frans Hals. No, yun. So yun yung exposure ko sa art history.
So dahil naging assistant ka ni Fernando Sena, you were able to actually see other parts of the Philippines, no?
Oo, kasi si Mr. Sena, mahilig kasi siya magbigay ng outreach, no? Maliban doon sa teaching niya sa CMLI, nagtuturo pa siya sa mga iba't ibang mga probinsya, no? So nakita ko talaga kung paano siya mag-share ng kanyang knowledge sa art. At yun pa rin yung ini-impart lagi talaga sa amin ni Mr. Sena, na kung ano yung natututunan namin sa kanya, ituturo din namin sa mga ibang bata. Pag Sunday, sa Mandaluyong, gumagawa ko ng maliit na classroom dun sa bahay namin for mga 5 kids. No? Tinuturuan ko yung mga bata.
So nagtuturo ka na pala, bata ka pa lang.
Oo. Ini-imitate ko
galing.
si Mr. Sena.
He actually persuaded you to take up fine arts kasi gusto mo mag-architecture.
Nung nag-try ako na mag-talent test sa UP College of Fine Arts, the day before, sinama ako ni Mr. Sena maglakad papunta sa Quiapo Church. Sabi niya, matagal kitang tinuruan ng freehand, no, nung drawing at saka painting. Pag lumipat ka ng architecture, lahat ng mga gagawin mo dyan, mechanical, at tuloy mo na lang yung fine arts na kukunin mo as a painting major.
Oo. So, nag-UP Diliman Fine Arts ka, major in painting. Naging aktivista ka rin, a lot was happening at this time, no?
Oo. Nandun yung assassination ni Ninoy Aquino. Tapos, napakinggan namin magsalita yung mga student leaders. Nandun din nangyari yung Mindiola Massacre. Mas tumingkad yung consciousness namin sa mga pangyayari sa lipunan. Naging active kami doon sa Artista ng Bayan o yung ABAY. It's a visual arm ng mga different NGOs. Gumagawa kami ng mga visual materials nila sa kanilang mga marches, no? Yung mga banners, streamers, murals and effigies. Tapos yung mga visual aid materials nila sa kanilang education.
And it was also during this time na nakabuo kayo ng group yung Saling Pusa.
Kasi it's a loose group dun sa UP College of Fine Arts. Mga kaklase ko nun sa art school, lagi kaming nag-hangout dun sa may Hinulugan Taktak.
And one of the people who really helped you, na kung baka na-discover kayo, si Dr. Joven Coanang, a patron of the arts.
Yes.
And he helped you basically stage your first exhibit.
Na-discover nga niya na mayroong mga young artist na nandun sa harapan ng Hinulugan Taktak. Inimbitahan niya kami dun sa bahay niya sa Antipolo. So every weekend, nandun kami, nagpipinta kami doon, tapos sinuhost kami niya. Naisip ni Dr. Coanang, no, na mag-come up ng isang alternative exhibition. Doon nag-umpisa yung Sampayan Gallery. Kasi literally, yung mga artworks namin, nakasampay lang doon sa garden. Tapos inimbitahan niya yung kanyang mga kaibigan para bumili ng mga artworks. Kaya masasabi ko na talagang si Dr. Coanang, siya talaga yung nag-motivate sa amin. Posible pala na pwede kaming mabuhay bilang full-time artist.
We get special access to Emong's studio as he takes us through his creative process.
Bago ko mag-paint sa canvas, ang habit ko talaga is to draw every day, taking notes. You know? Doon ko rin nakukuha yung mga references ko for future paintings. Gumagawa lang ako ng mga sketches, no? Yung mga nakikita ko from life. Tapos from these sketches, pumipili na lang ako ng pwede kong i-translate into painting. Itong bago kong painting na ginagawa ngayon, inspired siya dun sa nakita kong character sa San Antonio, Zambales, kung saan kami nakatira ngayon. Isang araw, naglalakad ako sa may beach, tapos nakasalubong ko siya. Tapos nagulatan lang ako na naging curious ako kasi yung leg niya, naka-attach, artificial leg na kahoy. Tapos ginawan ko siya ng sketch, tapos napakita ko dun sa mga kasama namin sa bahay na tito pala niya tong tao na to. Tapos victim siya nung dynamite fishing. So sabi ko, parang gusto ko rin i-depict siya into painting as commentary sa environment.
Yes, it has a message, exactly.
So pagkatapos na nakahanap ako ng study na pwedeng gawin into painting from my sketchbook, gagawan ko siya ngayon ng study in watercolor. No? So ito yung color study niya for the painting. Pero pagdating dito, pag nilipat ko siya sa canvas, freehand pa rin.
And importante, parati kang may music.
Yes.
Right? When you paint?
Oo. Pag nagpipaint ako, mas gusto ko talaga na may sounds eh. Kasi parang feeling ko, pag nagpipaint ako, hindi ko nararamdaman na gumagalaw yung oras. Tsaka isa pa, yung energy na rin ng pagpipaint, parang sumasabay dun sa beat ng music eh.
Behind every great man is a great woman, the saying goes. Visual artist Elmer Borlongan's wife, fellow artist Plet Bolipata, tells us how their lives became intertwined.
In 1994, I walked through West Gallery and I saw this painting. And I said to my sister, "Who is this guy? I really want to meet him." It wasn't gonna happen until a year later when my brother, Coke Bolipata, needed an art teacher. Elmer Borlongan was recommended to him. So I was leaving for New York, but my brother said, "Plet, can you bring Emong to Zambales? But you have to take the bus." So I literally picked him up in Mandaluyong. And so we did that long bus ride. And of course, I came from New York. I was mayabang. I was making pasikat, like all my paintings. So when we got to the farm, and he found out I was leaving, as I was getting into the car, he said, Plet, can I show you my works? And I said, yeah, sure. And I opened the page. This was the painting. And I dropped, and I was like, oh my God, I showed you crap. Like, forget that, you know, this is real art. And that's how I met Elmer Borlongan.
And it's been quite an adventure since then. As the couple marks their 20th wedding anniversary this year, Plet shares the secret to their successful partnership.
From the get-go, when Elmer and I met each other, he told me, I just want to paint. And I was like, no biggie. And, you know, like, I've come from a family where my brothers just played their instruments, you know. So it's like, no big deal, just paint all day, you know. I can survive on Mongo. I mean, like, I'm not a big, you know, I've seen the world. I mean, I've really nothing I want but to just be with you. And if you're creating, parang perfect life na tayo.
There's no stopping their prolific artistry. They let us in on one of their collaborations.
I'm doing a small book called Little Red Riding Hood, and I knitted most of the artwork. And I situated Little Red Riding Hood in New York. So this is my little map of New York. And Elmer, of course.
Yan, ginamit namin na the base for this piece, yung ano namin, our cast of our hands.
Holding hands.
Holding hands.
There it is.
From our Helping Hands project. Tapos ginawa ko siya, figurative alphabet. Tapos binuo ko yung word na soul, and then dito sa likod, mate.
That would be us.
What do you really look forward to every day together, or, you know, just in life?
We're growing old and still being able to make art, you know, like, it's fast approaching, and I'm just hoping that we will still have the energy, you know. And even if we, you know, suddenly don't, there's a lot. I think our minds are really creative, so we will find a way, you know, to get out of our ruts.
At saka ang life ng artist kasi, it's solitary when you spend time in the studio. Kaya pagkatapos nung work, no, we just enjoy every moment na magkasama kami ni Plet.
From the get-go, we have never, about the bigger issues, even like when we were trying to have a baby, it was no big deal. I mean, like, it happened, it didn't happen. It was like, oh lang. Diba? I told him, you know, the bigger picture might be is because you have to make great art.
You also did your first children's book, ito nga.
Yes.
Kwento mo paano to nangyari. It's a beautiful, beautiful book.
Oo.
The Rocking Horse.
Bali, inimbitahan ako ni Jigo Alampay nung Canvas na mag-submit ng contest piece para dun sa Romeo Forbes Children's Writing Competition. Ang sinubmit ko sa kanya, yung isang painting ng isang violinist na nakasakay sa rocking horse. Then eventually, yung napili dito sa children's book na to, yung story ni Becky Bravo. Yeah.
Talaga, it's so touching. Napaiyak ako dahil sa book na to. I noticed itong character to nakikita natin na kalbo. Many of your more current paintings, parating mga kalbo.
Sabi nga ng mga iba kong pamangkin, hindi daw ba ako marunong mag-painting ng buhok? Sabi ko yung mga una ko namang mga works, meron pa rin mga buhok. Sa akin kasi yung buhok kasi parang it's like a crown. No, pag nakita mo kasi yung isang character, no, immediately na identify mo na kaagad yung personality niya through his hair.
May judgment ko sa
may judgment
hair.
na kaagad. Oo. So naisip ko, sabi ko, alisin ko na nga para makita ko na lang yung essence nung kanyang muka. No? So gusto ko na lang gawin, kaya yung mga characters ko sa painting are bald. So you can concentrate on the facial expression.
Anong advice mo for aspiring artists?
Sa umpisa, kailangan yung development nung skill. Kailangan matuto muna kayong mag-drawing, maging very observant, tapos continuous lang sa practice, tapos mag-experiment ng different techniques. Huwag niyo muna isipin yung sumikat or yumaman dito sa art form. Kasi itong pagpipinta or pagiging artist, it's like rin siya calling, no? Na kailangan alagaan mo rin yung art kasi later on, yan din yung mag-aalaga sa'yo.
Ano yung mga dream projects mo pa? Or future, what's coming up soon?
I'm working on a coffee table book. Nandito din yung mga collection ng mga works ko mula nung bata ako. hanggang sa yung kung ano yung ginagawa ko ngayon. Tapos iniisip ko pa rin na yung hopefully I can still make murals, no, yung mga big projects, no, kasi para maging more public, no, yung gusto ko kasi talaga na maraming makakakita ng mga paintings na ginagawa ko. Tapos yun, patuloy lang siguro makapag-come up ng mga solo shows. Sabi ko nga nung nasa art school pa lang ako sa UP Diliman, ang dream ko lang nun, sana makagawa lang ako kahit na isang artwork na yung hindi makakalimutan ng mga tao. Pagka narinig nila yung pangalan ko, immediately papasok sa isip nila kaagad, oo, alam ko yung painting na ginawa niya.
Now, if you weren't an artist, what would you be?
Mahilig din ako sa photography. Yung mga ibang mga paintings are also inspired by photography. No? Humahanga ako dun sa yung power of the single image. Nagiging part niya siya ng collective memory.
And you have really helped capture this Filipino spirit. We know what your legacy is, but how would you like to be remembered? Sino si Elmer Borlongan? Anong profile mo?
Yung siguro isang tao na sinunod niya lang talaga yung pangarap niya sa buhay.
Well, thank you for always inspiring us and for the wonderful images you bring us. Thank you,
Okay.
Emma. Great talking to you.
Oo, thank you. Pagka after painting, dito ako pumupunta sa room na to para talaga makinig dun sa mga vinyl collection ko. Pag kumuha ko ng record, maganda kasi yung size niya. Maliban dun sa music, yung artwork, no, yung cover. Tsaka isa pa, ano siya parang ritual. Yung hugutin mo yung record out of the sleeves, tapos ilalagay mo siya sa turntable, tapos ipapatong mo yung stylus nung tone amp dun sa record para makinig ka na ng music.